go straight. If I go straight, and I still gotta come back to that street. So I'm just going to the right here.
Slight right, then turn left. Turn left, then turn left. Turn left.
What the fuck is that? See that? They look like a muffler for butts and dogs.
In 800 feet, turn right.
That's cool. They got a nice little brick pathway down there.
Turn right, then turn left.
The damn house. Yeah, they're good newspaper. Those newspapers are worth $200, I bet. I could sell them. Don't touch them. Beavis, you butthole. We finally became hoarders, and now all you want to do is hang on to all this stuff you don't need.
1,000 feet, sharp right.
Saw this.
So last night he used hymns. Honestly, nothing better than when a guy breaks this out.
I seriously can't stop thinking about him.
Hymns. Thank you for the best night of my life.
As boom, perfect landing right on this thing. There are no lights on the runway. There's no, I don't know how the hell they do it, but I'm sure as hell glad we had somebody that knows how to fly. But they didn't want to have any lights because they didn't want the enemy. After spending, years and trillions of dollars, we have to land with Air Force One with no lights on the runway.
What? That's crazy.
But they were incredible people. And then I got out of the plane and
Where
I
at?
actually asked my people, I said, excuse me, I was very brave sitting in that cockpit. Am I allowed to give myself the Congressional Medal of Honor? And they said, I don't think so, sir. I said, well, I felt I was extremely brave. But now here's the problem with saying a story like that when you kid. The press will say,
Yeah, right.
President Donald Trump wanted to give himself the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Yeah, right.
Headlines,
Fake news.
headlines all over. The fake
That's what
news. We
fake
call it the
news
fake news,
says.
but we're all wise to them.
Yeah.
But
well, not
it
all
was
of us.
something, and then
most of
I
us.
went down, and it was the same thing. I'm standing on the top, and I look down, and there's these handsome people. Everybody's like from a movie set. Good-looking guys. I get down the stairs, and what's your name?
Turn left.
My name is Kane, sir. What's your first name? They call me Raisin. I say, wait a minute, your name is Raisin Kane? I love you. I've been looking for you for 5 years. You are the great. This is what I want. And there was a general next to him. There was a colonel. There was a drill sergeant, a master sergeant. They were all like people. I could make a movie right now. I'd have the best looking people ever. And they were great. And then I went in and, sir, would you like to rest before the bed? No, I don't want to rest. I don't want to rest. I've been
We're
resting on
about
the
to get on
plane.
the secret path
Other
right
than the
now.
last few moments, which were quite harrowing. And I said, I don't want to arrest. He was thinking about Biden in advance, If Biden would have gone there, he would have rested for days. then they wouldn't have had a meeting. He'd just go home.
And then follow
No, I said, I don't want to rest. I don't want to rest at all. I want to go. So we went into this like bunker, and we had a lot of very good, talented people. And that's when I asked them. I said, I'm hearing it's going to take a long time. No, that's not right, sir. It's not going to take a long time. We'll have it done in 4 weeks. I said, how can you say 4 weeks when in Washington they said 4 years? He said, 4 weeks, sir. We'll hit them left, we'll hit them right, we'll hit them up the center, we'll hit them underground and overground, we'll knock the hell out of them, sir. And I said, why is it that they said so long? He said, because they wouldn't let us fight. And we're very far away. They want us to fight from this airport. We're very, very far away, sir. And they want us to fight here. We have many substations out, sub-airports, they call them, remote airports, where they build them in the sand. And we have many of them, and I'd use them all, sir. And I would hit them so hard from so many different directions. I said, well, what do you think? He said, you just let me know. And I called him back and I said, go ahead and do it. Are you sure you can do this, General? I said, yes, sir. And he did it actually in 3 weeks. It was over 100% of people that are really hurting the Middle East, hurting the world. And it was done. And I'm telling you, we have the greatest military in the world, but you have to use the right people. But there's nothing like what they were able to do in that case and in other cases wherever I gave them something. It was done incredibly well and many of the instances because it's been well reported. But we've also required, so we have a country that's a great country. It's a strong country, but it's a country that's just now gaining its respect back to the levels that it should have never lost.
Wait for that guy on the bike to
being laughed at by the entire world, but we're not being laughed at anymore. But we've also required that all federal employees must once again show up to work. It's a new phenomenon, since
Trump doing
COVID.
good things, boss things. Trump's doing them boss
show
things.
up to work in person like the rest of us.
Yeah, right. I
It
agree.
doesn't work when you don't show up. And I see companies now are all going back to it. They're all going back. It's
Good.
great.
They should
I watch
be.
some of the big business leaders saying we absolutely are going back. You can't work at home. They're not working.
Yeah.
They're playing tennis, they're playing golf, or they have other jobs.
For
But they're
real.
not working, or they're certainly not working hard. You could never build a company or a country with that. So we have a very strong policy, and if they don't show up to work, they get fired.
There's a dog.
And we're trying to make our government smaller but much stronger. And we have tremendous bureaucracy, but it's happening. A lot of people are leaving, and in some cases leaving with pretty good offers. You're paid 7 or 8 months and go out, find a job. But some of these people had jobs. They were actually working for
Man,
us,
this
but
guy
they
on the
also had
bike's
other
going
jobs.
pretty
And those
quick.
people, in theory, they have problems. I don't know if we're going to do anything about that. So we have other things to do, but they were working other jobs instead of
about
working
20
for us. So
miles
they were
per
staying
hour.
home working, but they were working other jobs, getting paid a lot of money perhaps. We offered deferred resignation buyouts to all federal workers, resulting in
I
more
gotta
than
wait for him to go over the bridge.
75,000 bureaucrats voluntarily surrendering their taxpayer-funded jobs. A lot of them are leaving because they don't want to be caught having the second job. Some are leaving because they didn't want to be in government any longer. And some are leaving because they didn't want to show up to work. They wanted to work outside of an office. And that's never going to work for anybody, including companies. Companies ought to get
I mean,
smart.
maybe a
You watch
couple
these
days out of
companies
the
where they
week,
do
that's
that.
fine, but you
They
gotta
start
go in
going
some
bad. Nobody
days.
knows what's wrong with this company. Well, try getting the people back into the office where they can be cohesive and together. In less than a single month, the Department of Government Efficiency has already saved over 55.
Good job,
This is just
Elon.
a short period of time. $55 billion. And we're just getting started. That's nothing compared to the numbers that you're talking about, right? We're ending trillions of dollars
Oh,
in
yeah,
waste.
Trump.
And it'll mean
Doing it like a
much
boss.
lower inflation, lower
My
interest rates,
president.
lower payments on mortgages, credit cards, car loans, and much higher stock markets. I think the stock market's going to be great. In other words, we will rapidly grow our economy by dramatically shrinking the federal government, but we
Good.
have to do it. I'm also
do, Trump.
taking fast action to end the radical left's nation-wrecking crusade against oil and natural gas.
Good, hell
Over the
yeah.
past 4 years,
Stop
the
talking
Biden
about Trump,
administration
you gotta
cut the
clap.
number of new oil leases and gas leases by 95%. They slowed new pipeline. I mean, look at the, Dakota Access, they wanted that one knocked out. The Keystone Pipeline, they wanted that one knocked out. They ended the Keystone. We got the Dakota Access done, but it wasn't easy after they tried to stop it. They slowed
going
new
pretty
oil and
fast,
gas
that guy in the
pipeline
back. He's going
construction
about
to
20 miles per
virtually
hour.
a halt. They shut down 38% of active oil and gas rigs in the United States, but they love the wind turbines that go round and round and round, and if the wind doesn't blow, they got problems. They kill all the birds, they ruin the sight lines, they ruin
Yeah,
the plains
true.
and the beautiful areas of our country, including the oceans, the lakes. They closed more than 50 power plants, all causing energy prices to skyrocket. You saw that happen. That's what caused inflation, pretty easy. These policies were so destructive that despite draining nearly 40% of U.S. strategic petroleum reserve meant for emergencies, it was meant
Biden
for
emptied it
emergencies.
out,
It
by the
wasn't
way.
meant for getting a
I think
price
he's
of
here.
gasoline down so that you can win an election. Didn't work for
Yeah.
winning the election.
All he did was
Actually,
empty out our fucking oil
there's so many
reserves,
people
that piece of shit, Joe
that
Biden.
are driving that it's a very small number, just had a very small effect, but in the meantime,
No
it takes
ducks.
it down. It's at now, it's at the, we'll fill it up
Keys,
fast,
go
but
Keys.
it's at the lowest level. When we made the transition, it was at the lowest level in history ever recorded. It's the lowest level. Nobody's
Wait,
ever
the
seen it
right
that
track
way.
continues? How do I
They
drive down
put
to
it all
there?
out because they thought they could keep gasoline prices down a little bit, just go past the election, and after that, they didn't care. And it didn't work because they didn't get elected. I got elected. But the price of gasoline still rose over 35%, and in some cases, at some periods, it was 100% and 125% during certain periods of time. Under the Trump administration, we have implemented a very different plan. You probably heard of it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Drill.
And we're doing it.
Hell yeah, Trump.
The world runs on
Drill, baby,
low-cost
drill.
energy, and
We
energy-producing
got more
nations
oil in the
like
Rocky Mountains
us
than all the
have
other
nothing to
surrounding countries
apologize for.
combined.
We have more energy than any other nation in the world.
Fucking road at. That's the right?
And that, they're very everybody's talking about AI. I hope you're right. I don't know, who knows? But Elon, are they right? Are they right in going they are all in for AI? But the problem is, to do it, just in our country, you need twice the electricity just to open up and be the top of AI. You need twice the electricity that we have right now in the entire country.
And then
You take
electric
all
cars
the
on top of
electricity,
it.
You need more than twice. You need twice. You need double what we have right now just to fuel this new industry that's growing. I was amazed when I heard that number. And
So
they all
weird,
said,
it
how can we do this? Because, in China and various other places, you can probably get it with the shake of the
Last
hand.
time I couldn't get through here.
But in our
so
country, you
shit,
can't,
I
but
don't
now you
remember.
can because
Never tried going
we've
this
declared,
way.
I'm declaring a national emergency in order to get fast approvals. And we're going to have, if you build a plant, you're able to build an electric generating facility right next to your plant. So you'll be making your own. You won't have to count on utilities. You won't have to count on an old grid that could fail, could get
Fuck,
hit by
it's stairs
something,
here.
bad things or good things. But you're not going to have to. You're not going to have to worry about grids. You're not going to have. You'll build your plant, and you'll build your. Essentially, you'll become a utility in a
Yeah,
way.
pick it
You'll
up
build your
that.
own electricity if you want to build extra and. Generating facility, and we're going to get you Lee Zeldin, head of the environment, head of environmental, the environmental group, various groups, and we've got them unified now, but we're going to get you very fast approvals, and they'll be approved so fast your head will spin, and we're going to get that whole industry started, and we're going to be the head of it. We're leading right now. We have the greatest brain power. We're leading right now, and I expect that we're going to be leading by a lot, but we're going to get you the energy very, very quickly. That would be the one thing that everybody was concerned. How do we have that much electricity when Los Angeles has blackouts and brownouts
For
right
real.
now? And, there's a lack of electricity, but we're going to get it at levels never seen before. I ended the ridiculous Green New scam.
Yes, you did, President Trump. Thank
Hey
you.
TikTok, it's Alan Walker, and if you want to
Fuck
get
you.
this,
Fuck you, mute. Hold on. I'm trying to skip Let's see, we're walking right in my way. Skip. Skip.
one, right? We're not going to want that one. But you never know. Maybe someday it'll be good, but it doesn't sound like it's off to a good start. I repealed the last administration's very destructive natural gas export ban. And last week we approved our first new liquefied natural gas export license. And we have literally hundreds of people that want to export. I recently met with the Japanese Prime Minister, Shiba, to discuss large increases in American oil and gas exports. They want it so badly. They said we went to the Biden administration, they wouldn't sell it. They wouldn't sell it. Nobody knows why. Biden didn't know why either. They asked him, I don't know. He wanted, they did, oh, I didn't know that.
Hey, big sausage, soon to be from the U.S. Don't worry, bro. You're gonna like being a United States citizen, Canada guy. And don't worry, it's not like we're gonna take your country. We're gonna buy your country.
Very few people,
Canada.
very few countries have, like really, actually no
Just like
country
we're
has.
gonna
I
buy
also met
Greenland.
with Prime Minister Modi of India, who wants to greatly expand India's purchase of American energy. And my administration has also launched the most aggressive deregulation program of any nation in history. Under my executive order, for every one new regulation added, 10 old regulations have to be eliminated.
Yeah, I like that. Good. That's good.
And you know, in our first term, which was actually an incredible success, we had the greatest economy in history
Yeah, you did,
until
President
COVID,
Trump.
and even after that, we did great. The stock market was higher.
Yes, it
If you
was.
think of it, it was higher after
That's
the
why you want to
fact.
buy the stocks
After
once the
we
tariffs
went
go
through
back
that
into
whole thing, it
effect.
was higher than it was just prior to COVID coming in, which is a pretty amazing thing. But we did a great job on that, but it was a terrible thing for the world. The whole world suffered. It suffered terribly, including China, including other countries. It was a terrible period of time.
Soon to be
But
US
despite that,
citizen
we did
from
well. But we had the
Canada.
greatest economy in the history of our
recommend you
country.
keep our great
And I think-
country out of your conversation. Your country isn't great, Canada guy. Your country sucks dick, and you want to know why your country sucks dick? I'm gonna put your country all up in my mouth and tell you why. I'm not gonna take your countries out of my mouth, because I'm gonna get your country's gonna be in my mouth on a whole entire rant right now, Canada guy. Canada guy. Your country is weak without us. Canada guy. Your fucking country, Canada, fucking will lose. And fucking in the tariff shit. Canada guy. We spend our money in your fucking country instead of making the shit here. Canada guy. That's gonna fuck up your country once we say, you know what, Canada, we don't need your shit no more because we're making it here. I see you commented again. But I'm gonna keep your country in my mouth even more. Because your country sucks. Your leader is a fucking pussy ass bitch. Justin Trudeau is a little pussy ass fucking wimp. He's a horrible president. What I do know about Justin Trudeau, the president of Canada, he's a fucking piece of shit communist ass bastards. And they're selling suicide boots too on top of it in your country. Your country sucks, bro.
Turn right, then turn left.
That's why fucking Ontario, Canada, fucking literally has an all fucking open air drug market fucking in there because your country sucks. We will.
Turn right, then your destination will be on the left.
What did you say now? Hold on. We will. Hold on. We will save you a sausage for your mouth. Oh, don't worry. I'm not gonna need one of your sausages because you're actually gonna get America's sausage, Canada guy. Then he said, let's see. Then Canada guy, soon to become American citizen by having him become our 51st state, will be Justin Trudeau is a worldly respected leader. Actually, no. Justin Trudeau is a pussy ass bitch, and Trump is a world respected leader. Not your bitch ass president. He will probably win the Nobel Peace Prize. Ooh, the Nobel Peace Prize. You're right. Trump probably will win the Nobel Peace Prize, Canada guy. Trump's making peace everywhere. If anything, Trump's gonna win the peace fucking prize. Which your president's gonna win the prize for sucking the most dick. Justin Trudeau Justin Trudeau is gonna win the biggest prize for sucking the most dicks in a day. That's the only prize he's winning. Not no peace prize.
Oil and gas and just about everything else that they produce. In my first term, I brought the business tax down from around 40% to 21%, which everybody said was an impossible thing.
Oh, by the way, Canada guy, once you become our 51st state, then when I'm running for president, you can vote for me. You can be one of my voters.
21%, and now I'm bringing it down to a goal of 15%, but only if you make
And Justin Trudeau will definitely win the sucking dick prize.
1%, which is still lower than anything. So guys like Elon
Ooh, how dare you? You dare me what? Your president is a fucking cocksucking faggot-ass, pussy-ass bitch. What, am I hurting your feelings? Oh, you guys are that... Are you that soft of a cupcake? Do you know what a soft-ass cupcake man is? That's not... So you're not an alpha male, you're a cupcake male. That's what I'm gonna call you. Our 51st... I'm gonna call you Sausage from Canada, soon to become American citizen. What was the other thing I was gonna say? Something that you just said. Oh, the how dare you. How dare you? You're gonna be our 51st state, bro. Just accept it. You'll love being an American. You'll love Trump making America great again, because he'll put your leader in check. He won't be your leader no more, and we'll put a governor there. So how America works is you're gonna have a governor. You're no longer gonna have a president. Maybe they'll divide Canada up into 5 states. I think that'd be the best thing. To divide it up into 5 states so we can evenly add it to our stars on our flag. Or 10 states. You dare me? Your Justin Trudeau is a little faggot-ass fucking cupcake. Like you're trying to say, you're kind of sounding like a cupcake your damn self. Saying, how dare you? Oh my god. That sounds like some shit Justin Trudeau would say. How dare you insult me? In fact, here. I got something for you about Justin Trudeau. It's part comedy, part real. Justin Trudeau and Trump meet at White House. Common Sense News. This is part truth and part comedy. It's truthful comedy, you'll see. Oh, there's your little faggot ass. There's your little faggot ass non-alpha male fucking cupcake male president. That's your little cupcake president right there, shaking our man. See, he's shaking the hand of a real president, that cupcake.
Taxes was taxing.
Hold on. That's what I was trying to play. Your president's a little faggot cupcake. Just like you seem like you kind of might be with that response of, how dare you? Oh my god. I'm trembling in my shoes from you saying, how dare you? Dare me? How dare you? He's shaking the hands of a real man. Your little gay-ass president. Look at his little gay-ass feminine hands. He looks like a fucking... He's got hips like a fucking bitch, like a woman. Fucking... He's got a gay-ass faggot smile. He looks like a woman with his fucking long-ass hair. And he looks like he sucks dick. It looks like Justin Trudeau by his mouth texture. Looks like he sucks a lot of male dick. Here's a good thing I want to show you. Ah, here.
to have a neighbor like Canada.
No other neighbors in the entire world are as fundamentally linked as we are.
President Donald Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau wanted to set aside their
The faggot. Justin Trudeau, the faggot. Keep in mind, he is the faggot.
differences Monday and focus on their mutual dedication to job growth and trade. But when photographers captured this moment in the Oval Office on Monday morning, social media ran with it as a more apt description of the two men's relationship. While the two world leaders smiled and shook hands, reporters later confronted them about the issues on which they diverged, especially refugee policy.
Prime Minister Trudeau You've made very clear that Canada has an open door policy for Syrian refugees. Do you believe that President Trump's moratorium on immigration has merit on national security grounds?
There have been times when we have differed in our approaches. And that's always been done firmly and respectfully.
Justin Trudeau, faggot!
The last thing Canadians expect is for me to come down and lecture another country on how they choose to govern themselves.
We have to let people that can love our country in, and I want to do that, but we cannot let the wrong people in, and I will not allow that to
You're
happen
right, President
during
Trump.
this administration.
Thank you.
Trudeau and Trump did announce a new joint initiative to help improve opportunities for women in business. And it appears Trump isn't looking to make major changes to NAFTA, at least when it comes to Canada.
We'll be tweaking it. It's a much less severe situation than what's taken place on the southern border.
In half your country, big sausage from Canada, soon to be an American sausage from Canada. You want to know what? Your country, China is fucking taking a lot of your land in your country, Canada guy. That's why we gotta protect you and take the land into America's property. Don't worry, America will keep you safe, you cupcakes, in Canada.
Prime Minister Trudeau, on behalf of all Americans, I thank you for being with us today. It is my honor to host such a great friend, neighbor, and ally at the White House. A very special place. This year, Canada celebrates the 150th year of Confederation. For Americans, this is one of the many milestones in our friendship, and we look forward, very much forward.
Sorry, I was trying to flip the camera.
The same values, we share the love and a truly great love of freedom, and we share a collective defense. American and Canadian troops have gone to battle together, fought wars together, and forged the special bonds that come when two nations have shed their blood together, which we have. In these dangerous times, it is more important than ever that we continue to strengthen our vital alliance. The United States is deeply grateful for Canada's contribution to the counter-ISIS effort. Thank you. And we continue to work in common and in common cause against terrorism and work in common cooperation toward reciprocal trade and shared growth. We understand that both of our countries are stronger when we join forces in matters of international commerce. Having more jobs and trade right here in North America is better for both the United States and is also much better for Canada. We should coordinate closely, and we will coordinate closely to protect jobs in our hemisphere and keep wealth on our continent, and to keep everyone safe. Prime Minister, I pledge to work with you in pursuit of our many shared interests. This includes a stronger trading relationship between the United States and Canada. It includes safe, efficient, and responsible cross-border travel and migration. And it includes close partnership on domestic and international security. America is deeply fortunate to have a neighbor like Canada. We have before us the opportunity to build even more bridges, and bridges of cooperation and bridges of commerce. Both of us are committed to bringing greater prosperity and opportunity to our people. We just had a...
In my opinion, that faggot Justin Trudeau, he don't care about the people of Canada. Trump cares about the people of Canada more than Justin Trudeau does.
Productive meeting with women business leaders from the United States and Canada, where we discussed how to secure everything that we know the full power of women can do better than anybody else. We know that. I just want to say, Mr. Prime Minister, that I'm focused and you're focused on the important role women play in our economies. We must work to address the barriers faced by women and women entrepreneurs, including access to capital, access to markets, and very importantly, access to networks. In our discussion today, we will focus on improving the ways our government and our governments together can benefit citizens of both the United States and Canada, and in so doing, advance the greater peace and stability of the world. Mr. Prime Minister, I look forward to working closely with you to build upon our very historic friendship. There are incredible possibilities for us to pursue Canada and the United States together. Again, thank you for joining us, and I know our discussions will be very, very productive for the future of both countries. Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. I'd first like to start by extending my sincere thanks to President Trump for inviting me down to Washington. Any day I get to visit our southern neighbors is a good day in my books, particularly when it's so nice and warm compared to what it is back home. We are suffering under a significant winter storm that's hitting our Atlantic provinces particularly harsh, so I just want to send everyone back at home my thoughts as they shovel out and impress on everyone to stay safe. Le président et moi avons eu une première...
The President and myself have had a very productive first meeting today. We had the opportunity to get to know one another better. And more importantly, we had the opportunity to talk about the unique relationship between Canada and the United States.
Citizens on both sides of the 49th parallel have understood that the bond between our nations is a special one. No other neighbors in the entire world are as fundamentally linked as we are. We've fought in conflict zones together. Environmental together in 1991's historic era, and we've entered into groundbreaking economic partnerships that have created good jobs for both of our peoples. Canadians and Americans alike share a common history, as well as people-to-people ties that make us completely and totally integrated. Our workers are connected by trade, transportation, and cross-border commerce. Our communities rely on each other for security, stability, and economic prosperity. Our families have long lived together and worked together. We know that more often than not, our victories are shared. And just as we celebrate together, so too do we suffer loss and heartbreak together.
This guy talks like such
Through
a
it all,
fucking faggot,
the foundational
Justin
pillar
Trudeau.
on
Sounds
which
like
our
a
relationship
straight
is built
faggot cupcake.
is one of mutual respect. And that's a good thing, because as we know, relationships between neighbors are pretty complex. We won't always agree on everything. But because of our deep, abiding respect for one another, we're able to successfully navigate those complexities and still remain the closest of allies and friends. Make no mistake, at the end of the day, Canada and the U.S. will always remain each.
And at the end of the day, Justin Trudeau, you sound like you get fucking, you have a man banging you in your butt, and you take an anal from another man, and you sound like a straight faggot too, Justin Trudeau. Besides, you seem like a pussy in your personality also. You seem like a fucking woman fucking has more balls than your soft pussy ass, Justin Trudeau.
Their most essential partner.
Faggot.
And today's conversations have served to reinforce how important that is for both Canadians and Americans. As we know, 35 U.S. states list Canada as their largest export market, and our economies benefit from the over $2 billion in two-way trade that takes place every single day. Millions of good, middle-class jobs on both sides of the border depend on this crucial partnership. Maintaining strong economic ties is vital to our mutual success, and we're going to continue to work closely together over the coming years so that Canadian and American families can get ahead. Comme nous le savons, le Canada représente le plus grand.
As we know, 35 U.S. states list Canada as their largest export market, and our economies benefit from the over $2 billion in two-way trade that takes place every single day. Millions of good middle-class jobs on both sides of the border depend on this crucial partnership. Maintaining strong economic ties is vital to our mutual success, and we're going to continue to work closely together over the coming years so that Canadian and American families can get ahead.
That President Trump and I discussed today. At the end of the day, the President and I share a common goal. We both want to make sure that hard-working folks can go to work at a good job, put food on the table for their families, and save up to take a vacation every once in a while. That's what we're trying to do. Today, we reiterated that our nations are committed to collaborating on energy infrastructure projects that will create jobs while respecting the environment. And as we know, investing in infrastructure is a great way to create the kind of economic growth that our countries so desperately need. In that same vein, we know that ensuring equal opportunities for women in the workforce is essential for growing the economy and maintaining American and Canadian competitiveness on the world stage. As such, the President and I have agreed to the creation of the Canada-United States Council for Advancement of Women Entrepreneurs and Business Leaders. This initiative is more than just about dollars and cents. This is about ensuring that women have access to the same opportunities as men and prioritizing the support and empowerment of women who are senior business leaders and entrepreneurs. In doing so, we'll grow the Canadian and American economies and help our businesses prosper. Et finalement, le président Trump et moi.
Finally, President Trump and myself have agreed to work together to fight against the traffic of opioids across our border. The rise of illegal use of opioids in our society is nothing less than a tragedy. We will do everything we can to ensure the safety of Canadians and Americans.
Quickly, we have a group of very talented people. We will see
with President Trump over the coming
the Obama administration?
Well, we just began discussions. We are going to have a great relationship with Canada, maybe as good or better, hopefully, than ever before. We have some wonderful ideas on immigration. We have some, I think, very strong, very tough ideas on the tremendous problem that we have with terrorism. And I think when we put them all together, which will be very, very quickly, we have a group of very talented people, we will see some very, very obvious results. We're also doing some cross-border things that will make it a lot easier for trade and a lot better, a lot faster for trade. We have, through technology, we have some really great ideas, and they'll be implemented fairly quickly.
One of the things we spoke about was the fact that security and immigration need to work very well together, and certainly Canada has emphasized security as we look towards improving our immigration system and remaining true to the values that we have. And we had a very strong and fruitful discussion on exactly that. There's plenty that we can draw on each other from in terms of how we move forward with a very similar goal, which is to create free, open societies that keep our citizens.
Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, any comments I didn't read. How dare you? I already said Big Sasha's from Canada. Justin Trudeau is a faggot-ass, dick-sucking bitch. I said it. Alright, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, yo. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, yo. Thanks for watching. And I was gonna say, we'll pick this video back up, or maybe we'll be back live again tonight. Oh, Shivity let out some new good videos too. Go check his channel out. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. We'll be back.